So there's nothing better than a good pairing. Chocolate chip and cookies, peanut butter and jelly, a little maybe steak and a red wine. Pitchers can pair different pitches as well. Okay? And one of the things that makes a really good pitch pairing is the ability to make one pitch look like another pitch. So we have Jameson Taillon for the Yankees up here. He almost threw a perfect game last night against the Angels. We have on the left a curveball that he threw to Ohtani, and then a strikeout that he has here with a four seam up in the zone. And we'll just kind of see, I synced these up so you can see how the ball comes out of their hands. So I synced it up to ball release. So they both look pretty similar out of the hand, so very deceptive. And then as the ball approaches home plate, you can see they look pretty similar right here. And then right at this point is where they start to really create a lot of variance. And the important thing here is that they're creating vertical variance. So on the right, you can see the ball stays up, and you can see the hitter misses right underneath the baseball. And you can see on the left, you can see Ohtani misses right over the top of this baseball because it just falls off the table. Just a disgusting 12-6 curveball. And the reason that this is really, really important is because the bat is not very wide as far as like what its diameter is. So all you have to do is move the ball up and down like a little bit, and you can miss bats more easily. If you move the ball side to side, so like maybe like a Mariano Rivera would be a good example, who would throw like a lot of cutters and two seams that ran like opposite directions. That was really effective if you can nibble corners and you're kind of messing around with the inches of like, are you hitting it on the handle or are you catching it on the barrel, which is why you didn't see him like with crazy strikeout numbers, but he was like really, really effective. In today's MLB, the guys that have the most strikeout numbers are the ones that are able to create a lot of vertical variance, which is why you see the 12-6 curveball paired with the four-seam fastball really, really often. So you'll see guys try to throw the four-seam at the top of the zone and sometimes just a little bit out of the zone, like you'll see on the right here, because that ball, as it comes in, as a hitter, it kind of looks like it's going to be like at your belly button, and next thing you know, the thing is at your neck and you swing and miss. Now, and you get so geared up for that four seam that when they throw you that 12-6 that just falls off the table, you end up swinging right over it because you're so jazzed up for that four seam fastball. So the fact that those balls vary so much vertically really creates big problems for hitters, and that's why pitchers design their arsenals in that way. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be someone that varies the way that they throw vertically. You can still get guys out going side to side, but if you go side to side, you want to work more like the sides of home plate rather than the top and bottom of the strike zone. So let's just look at this from a different angle so you guys can see it. So I'm just going to flip it here so they're overlaid so you can see the two balls coming out. This is a good display of pitch tunneling, so you can see the two balls kind of look like two cars like going down a tunnel, and then at some point they split off from each other, and the curveball drops way, way low and the fastball stays up. And this is why it's so difficult to hit pitching in the MLB today, is because pitchers can keep the ball in the tunnel until it's almost to home plate. So I would say that these two balls are probably like 2/3 of the way to home plate before they split off and become very, very different pitches. And as a hitter, we really want to try and make our get in the way time as low as possible so we can see the balls until they split and start doing different things, and so we can effectively identify the pitch. So pitch identification is really important as a hitter, and deception is really important as a pitcher. If you look at these two throws, it almost looks like Taillon is making the same exact throw. The video quality is just kind of bad. And that's not the case. They're actually just overlaid. And because he's able to disguise these pitches so well is one of the reasons why he had such a great game last night.